Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brandon, and I am what you would call a Subaru enthusiast. This is my new 2024, to me, Wilderness edition of the Forester. It has just about 4,000 miles on it now. I just traded in my Crosstrek that I did a lift kit on and did some off-roady mods to because I needed something with more room for my 6-year-old stuff, the dog, and the family camping stuff. So I'm going to do a little series of some modifications to the Wilderness. Luckily, I don't have to do anything too crazy like I did to the Crosstrek because it already comes with some light skid plates, a minor lift, and some AT tires with a full-size spare, so that's all great. For the mod list right now, I'm going to try to keep it modest and try to keep it closer to stock than I did my Crosstrek, which I kind of just did absolutely everything to. A trailer hitch is a must to tow our camping trailer, which will be a 2-inch, one of the class 3 hitches because our trailer is probably around 1,000 pounds. These are rated for towing 3,000 pounds with a brake controller, even though our trailer doesn't have brakes, is recommended for when you get higher up in the weights. The rear view mirror on it is the manual rear view mirror. Luckily, I was able to scavenge a couple modifications that I did to the Crosstrek. One of them being the auto dim mirror and the garage door button mirror with the Starlink. The seat, underneath the seat, there's a little connection that I plan on adding a module into that turns off the auto start feature, which drives me absolutely insane in these vehicles. Every time you come to a light, it turns off the vehicle, and then you end up hitting on the button to disable it. You do your whatever you're doing, your errands, turn the car off, you go in the store, you come back, it resets itself. This little module is called the Auto Stop Eliminator. Saves the fact that you've turned it off, so the next time you're driving, you don't have to keep forgetting to enable it after you have it activate at a stop sign or a stoplight. First mod, fishbowl life is going to be gone. I picked up this car this morning, 11:30 in the morning. At 5 o'clock, I'm having a friend, Patty, do tint to the front windows. I'm going to keep it north of 35% so it stays legal here in the state of Connecticut. Subaru windows, although they appear pretty dark because it's a white car, meter around 27%. So a lot of people will actually do 20s on the front, and it makes the front 2 doors a little bit darker than the rest, and I don't like that contrast. I'd rather have something a little lighter on the front and illegal. Besides that, I have to, I'll show you, debadge the back. So I will be getting rid of the Subaru all-wheel drive emblem and the Forester emblem and the dealership sticker. I will leave the Wilderness emblem. I think that is really cool to have. I wanted to give a shout out specifically to Ben at Quality Subaru in Wallingford. I worked with him on trading in my Crosstrek, and everything went super smooth. They gave me a great price on this, especially for the mileage that's on it. It was their loaner car for a year, so it's pre-certified, has the 100K warranty on it from Subaru, which I'm excited about. My Crosstrek, in 3.5 years of owning it, I bought it brand new. I put over 100,000 miles on it, so it got up there real quick. It got to the point where it was starting to have, basic maintenance and wear and tear items like bushings, brakes, that kind of stuff. And in my brain, I started getting a little anxious about it and having to do all this work. So it made more sense for me to trade it in, get something a little bit bigger from the family, at the same time as getting something that's right back under a warranty that I know doesn't really need anything. That being said, I had to return my Crosstrek to stock. So for the last 2 days, I spent probably 5 to 6 hours each day working on my car, removing the roof rack, because I had a aftermarket rack that I had to drop the headliner to get to. I had a 1.5-inch lift kit I had to remove, and all the subframe spacers. I had Subaru 4-pot calipers I had to take off, diode dynamic lighting, a winch. There was just a ton of stuff to take off. Luckily, my friends over at Mod My Rig, Brian, allowed me to use one of his bays in his garage, which is only about a mile from where I live, which made things so much nicer. On top of that, the weather has been nice and cool, better than the 90-degree plus days we've been having. During that process, one of the end links was clunking and didn't come apart as smooth as it should have. And 2 of the lug nuts snapped on one of the front tires after I went to check it all afterwards. So my brain, I was super anxious about it. I felt bad because I knew I was trading it in. I texted Ben right away. I said, hey, this is what's going on. He said, no problem. Thank you for the transparency. Our GM, appreciates it. Come on down. We'll take care of it. Brought it down this morning to do a trade-in. They also found one of the calipers was leaking a little bit because of maybe the banjo bolt didn't seat right when it came to the little copper washers on there. I mean, it was the original calipers in the front that I put back on. And because I removed my Primitive Racing skid plate, I didn't have the plastic one, so they had to replace that. I was super nervous about it, but luckily we worked together and came up with a price that we're both kind of comfortable with, where they knocked off a little bit off my trade-in value for them to be able to get it back up for sale. But they were fantastic there. So thank you, Ben, sales guy, Mark for helping. He was one of the managers, and Ed in financing. Ed helped me with my Crosstrek 4 years ago. Quality Subaru in Wallingford has been fantastic on the sales side. I've recommended numerous friends and family to go there. I have friends that work there in the parts department. I used to have a friend that was there in sales who recommended Ben. So thank you guys. I'm excited to see what adventures we're going to have with this thing. It is officially named Poe, which is short for Po Ping, the dragon master from a Disney movie. I don't know if anyone knows it offhand. Kung Fu Panda, played by Jack Black. So white wasn't exactly my first color choice. I wanted that kind of like cool blue that they came out with, but this has grown on me a lot, and I couldn't argue with the price and the mileage combo, and I got to work with quality. So that's it. Gonna start with a couple things. Like I said, tint today. At Patty's Tint, I'll probably get the badges off the back in the next day or so. I got to order a trailer hitch. I won't be doing any crazy roof rack on this one because there's a really nice panoramic sunroof. So I might do a small drawer system in the back just to put all of our extra camping stuff and turn it into a bed platform. When we do our camping, we have a camper trailer with a rooftop tent on it. The wifey and the kiddo sleep up top in that. I usually sleep on the ground in a blow-up mattress in the awning area. At least now I could sleep in this. A little bit better protection. There's more area in this than there was in the Crosstrek, and it's perfectly flat, so it'll be a lot easier to sleep in. But that's it. Super excited. I'll keep you guys posted with a new video. I'll try to put out a video maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks or as stuff comes in. And that's it. Thanks for watching.